I'm so glad you came home from Kentucky.
Just for you. Just for you.
Okay. We need to introduce ourselves to the people, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if they're watching, they know who we are already, but...
Who are you?
No, I go first?
Yeah, come on. Tell the world.
Let's see, where do I start? Well, my name is Skyy. Skywalker Davis, if you will. Soon to be Scott Sharon. I'm just out here, freestyling. I'm about to turn 24 tomorrow, so that puts a timestamp on this. But
it's a birthday podcast.
It's a birthday podcast. I don't know. We're just going through the motions. Really, I'm out here. I'm freestyling, figuring it out. My frontal lobe is developing. I just relocated to Kentucky, so that's been fun. Just navigating, being grown, having bills.
Bills.
Bills with a capital B, y'all.
What you know about bills?
I got so many bills, bitch. But we're just out here for real. That's the surface level. We'll get deeper into it. But tell us a little bit about yourself.
Kelly Davis, the one and only
Big KD,
real KD,
not
real
the little
Kelly
one.
D in the building. Mom of a ton of kids, 4 plus 5 bonus babies, plus a host of other kids. Entrepreneur, business owner, chef, nurse. Everything for y'all. Jack of all trades, master of all of them.
Did you practice that?
No, that just came to me right now. But I feel like that's me.
It's very accurate.
I do everything.
Yeah, I've never been someone that puts myself in a box, and I think I definitely get that from you. There's no point in staying inside of that. I think you get further being involved in more, knowing more, not being afraid of learning, and that's something I think I got from you too.
Girl, don't make me cry.
Oh my gosh! You just have to be ever evolving, and I think that's fun, especially with the season that we've been in. I say season, we've been in I don't know what to call it. And with the simulation that we've been in for the past
People say you go through seasons.
This is not even. I can't even call this a season.
We're in the Twilight Zone.
We're in the Twilight Zone. The season ended so long, it's past the season, but in this era that we've been in of readjusting and relearning and figure things out, you've been a great role model for that, and
Thank you.
I'm feeling good. I hope you are too, sister.
Yes.
Right.
So we are here because we decided that we finally needed to do this podcast. We finally needed to talk to the people. I know people have been waiting to hear my voice beyond doing philanthropy work, beyond being the mom, beyond being the go-to for everybody.
You have been on mute.
I've been on mute about life.
Yeah.
I've been getting myself together, doing my thing, still got my hands in a lot of pots. So I decided that I'm going to agree with you, and we're going to go ahead and do this podcast. What is this podcast going to be about? Let's tell the people what we're going to be talking about.
I think a little bit of everything. I feel like ever since I was little, I've noticed that, I'm a star, so. So I just feel like, I don't know, people just are especially nosy about us.
But hold on with the star thing. People be calling you star.
Yeah,
star.
yes.
And you don't correct them. Start correcting them.
The only reason I don't is because I'm like, you know what? I am a star. You're right.
It's Skyy.
It's just Skyy. And it's not Skyler.
It's just Skyy.
It's not SKYE, SKAI, SK, all the things. It's SKYY, 2 Y's.
Just Skyy.
And put that out there real fast. Yes.
Okay.
Just Skyy. That's it. Skywalker if you're nasty. But I think that all in all, doing this podcast, I feel like we've had platforms for a while, but it's been more so sharing the highlight reels, and everything isn't just a highlight reel. We've been dealing with real stuff. We've been having real issues that we've had to maneuver that we weren't anticipating. And I feel like a lot of people can relate, especially this past year, I've just realized how many people are living in the same scenarios and don't know how to maneuver them, or they don't have anybody around them. They don't have the community that we have. They don't have the village that we have. So honestly, just offering a place for the girls, for the everybody's actually, for the girls, the gays, the days, everybody. I want everybody to just come here, and this is a safe space that we've cultivated to just be real. I feel like our authenticity has brought us very far.
Yes. Sometimes too
real. But I don't think that's the downside. You got to be real. In a world full of fakes, we keeping it real.
I was talking to this dude yesterday, and I said I think I'm a little bit too real.
I think that too.
I don't know how to be soft.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be, how people are using it. I'm in my soft girl era.
Yeah.
I've been a boss for so long.
Yeah.
And having to be the leader for so long, and having to be, in my... What if you in my masculine state? There you go.
Oh, that's how you feel?
That's how I felt.
Dang.
And so now trying to be more feminine.
I feel like a feline.
It's hard.
You gotta just, I keep telling you, like, you holding so much, like, it's not even anger. You holding that masculine energy here, and you could tell, like, just be a girl. Let these men figure it out. Just be a girl.
Okay.
Yeah, like when I say
we're gonna talk about that.
but I'm telling you, I'm gonna leave it alone. But I tell people all the time, like, I'm just a girl. I really mean that. Like, I'm not gonna stress it. If it don't flow, it don't flow. So
in some instances, I do.
But you are like a real mother, so I don't know. That might be a little different. I don't have kids, so I don't have to go as hard.
Yeah.
And I ain't about to have none, so don't ask.
Please don't make me no young grandma.
I won't, girl. I promise. We ain't even gonna call you grandma when it gets.
They're gonna be calling me KK.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Grandma is not working.
Grandma's not gonna be the move.
And to the son, TJ, if you listening, make me a grandma and see what happens. See what happens.
We told his little girlfriend. He said he wanted 6 kids. She said, "What?" I said, "Oh, y'all haven't had that convo. All right, you got a lot in store to find out about that one." But anyway,
okay, back to it. So what is the title of this episode? This first jumping out the gate episode.
Hold on,
we didn't even really create a title.
Honestly, y'all, we just figured this out in the car on the way here. It's just gonna say on the YouTube intro, we probably should have planned this. But here we are. I feel like that kind of gives a sermon a little bit. Pastor Furtick would start a sermon like that. It's just really, we just here.
Do we ever plan
something? We can't plan. I don't know. I try, like, honestly, since I've left Charlotte, that's been something that I've tried to be better about, is being a planner.
Right.
Because I'm like, I've spent my whole life freestyling, so that's just what I'm accustomed to. But I would like to get a little bit more structured, so maybe after this episode, we'll write something down.
And a little more background for people. So we come from the NFL world. Mm-hmm. My ex played for 16 years. The kids grew up in that. That's all they know. And for us, that's life. It's very unstructured. It's very, go with the flow. If we got to eat dinner at 2:00 in the morning after flying back from a game, then we eat dinner at 2:00 in the morning.
And ain't nobody complain about it.
And that's life. So now, in the aftermath, moving into our next chapter of life and starting over in so many different areas, I think a lot of people don't understand when we say, "Oh, we hopping on a plane tomorrow to go to this place,"
looks crazy.
Or y'all want to come to dinner, and dinner's late at night, and the restaurant's gonna stay open for us.
Yeah.
Like,
that's just how it is.
Our life.
It's not normal.
It's crazy.
It's not normal at all. It's our normal, but it's not normal. So, like, even being engaged now, like, I'm newly engaged, fun fact, but being engaged now, like, having to get my fiance to understand that, like, the structure that you had, I love that for you. That ain't really necessarily what I'm accustomed to. It's not that I'm not okay with it, like, or open to trying it, but that's just not, we go with the flow. Like, I think 2 weeks ago, the Cardi B concert, you literally called me on a Monday night. The show's on a Tuesday, or was it? Yeah. She called me Monday night at 6 p.m. Hey, you want to go see Cardi B tomorrow in Florida? Yep. Didn't have any clothes. Didn't have nothing planned. Packed a bag. Couldn't check a bag. So I had one little tote bag, got on the plane, went to the concert, went home, went to sleep. We were back at the airport at 5 a.m. the next morning.
That's how you do it.
Like,
I promised my baby, I promised Maddie that she could see Cardi B, and because I was moving your brother in to his apartment, we missed the Charlotte show. So that's how.
Okay. I didn't even know.
I just called
she
you
was
like,
in
let's
Charlotte
go.
right now.
Yeah,
okay,
she was in Charlotte a couple days prior, like that Sunday night. I think.
Got you.
But that's life. You got to go with the flow sometimes, and especially like the season we in, we going with the flow. We've been through a lot, and I kind of want to jump into this a little bit because I know everybody.
Wait, let me get my disclaimer before you jump into anything.
I want you to tell me who your alter ego is. That's all I want to know.
My alter ego?
Yeah, I just want to know what her name is.
I don't know. Tell them about yours.
No, we talking about Miss Yappalite.
Y'all, that's okay. That's good. That leads into my disclaimer. If you know me, you may know Fly Sky. I have an alter ego. Her name is Mrs. Yappalite. She just tells it how it is. She doesn't care. It's very blunt. But Mrs. Yappalite also has a restraining order on her. So we're going to keep it real cute. We're going to keep it cute.
Yeah, keep it cute.
Never on mute, but cute. And I think first I just want to say as my disclaimer that
where did Miss Yappalite come from? Because I believe that's kind of always been you.
It did come from Maddie. The name itself came from Maddie. Let me get her 10s. The name itself
came from Maddie?
We were in the car and she was showing me all of her spam
so Maddie
TikToks.
is my 16-year-old. Is Sky's little sister.
Oh, like, give a rundown of the kids.
The kids. So Sky's about to be 24. Then I have a 22-year-old boy, an 18-year-old boy, and a 16-year-old girl. And then I've got nephews, godsons, bonus kids, all 18.
Yeah, boom.
So the 16-year-old Maddie gave you the name. I am learning something new about Miss Yappalite all the time. I did not know
We were
that.
literally in the car. We were going to get our nails done, and she was showing me her spam TikToks, and I was like, forgot I have free will. I want to spam. Like, what's up?
Yeah.
So we were sitting there.
Maddie got a spam?
A few. She ain't doing nothing on there, sister.
Oh,
it's nothing to
okay.
worry about.
Okay.
But she does.
I remember she had
There's
one.
several. I've never seen that
I
many
thought it was
TikTok
gone.
accounts. No, you should probably check on that later. But there was nothing crazy happening when I saw. Anyway, so I was like, oh my gosh, I have free will. I want to spam too. So I was like, what should we call it? We sat there and brainstormed for a minute. I was something like Yap, Cap, something, and she was like, Mrs. Yappalite. Boom. So I literally made the page right then and there. I think I posted that day. It's probably the first video on there is us at the nail salon. And then from there, life just kept getting realer and realer. So I was like, I'm going to use Mrs. Yappalite as a little outlet. And that's what it became.
But your goal for Mrs. Yappalite wasn't to get internet famous. It wasn't to gain
First of all, I already had that. I think that's there. Let's clear that up too.
I've read some of the comments.
The comments, that's definitely valid. And I understood when people said it, because if you didn't know me from my main page, which is Fly Sky, like, I will understand how you think that I'm just coming on there cloud chasing or whatever. But it never gave that. I had my own thing going already. I make money off social media and have been for like 5 years now, maybe a little bit longer. How long I've been out of college? I graduated 2023. So I actually started in 2020. So yeah, like 6 years now.
Yeah.
And
I can attest that you don't have to ask for money often.
Yes. More recently, just like yesterday, because bad money management with these bills, like I said. But, I'm getting better. I'm figuring it out. Just a girl, but I had to explain to some people that, hey, I've had a social media presence. Like, I'm doing my own thing. Fly Sky is its own brand, its own entity. In addition to that, right after graduating with my master's degree, I decided, my master's degree from Vanderbilt, let me be specific.
Vanderbilt?
The Vanderbilt Masters of Marketing. But after I graduated with that, I decided to start my own like startup boutique marketing agency. So I do social media management for clients. I do social media strategizing and consulting. So like, I'm on top of everything when it comes to the internet. And I like the ability to be able to have a second persona aside from the page that's making my income for
like
me.
Beyonce and Sasha Fierce.
Yeah. Because I was like, you can't be on Fly Sky talking crazy and cussing like that. Mess up the bands.
Girl, you cussing. I wanted to whoop your ass like straight up.
How you gonna say that?
I whoop your butt. I'm telling you, because I have not ever heard you curse like that.
I'm a good cusser.
Clearly,
I am. Where do you think I get it from?
I don't know.
I think for the early parts of my life, you tried very well to not be cussing around us, and then life got too serious for that. But I just want to say that just because cussing is very heavy in my vocabulary, that does not mean that my vernacular is limited, okay? She's very much still educated. She's very much still has all of the words and gonna blow your vocabulary test out the water every time. But sometimes you just have to color up.
Made you feel good to use all them curse words?
It's just colorful. Like, I really need you to understand,
the passion in it.
Yeah, and I might use a big word that the vast majority of my viewers don't know, but you gonna know, bitch. Like,
Sky.
Sorry, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you gonna understand.
I understand.
But
I was
like, you gonna get it. I'm sorry. I know it threw you off. My grandma saw it, and I was so embarrassed.
Both
your
grandmas saw it.
My grandma saw it, and I was not like when I. 3 grandmas.
Actually, all 3 of your grandmas saw it, and all 3 of them said something.
I was not anticipating that it was gonna make it that far.
But which grandma was like, "Oh, okay,
Grandma Terry, your mama." She was like, "Yeah, good job. Keep it up." I didn't know you cuss like that, but you did that. Like, that was her energy.
She was like, "That's that Chicago."
Yeah, and then
like, no.
One grandma was like, "Girl, like, what you got going on? You think you grown? I'm gonna get you." And then one grandma was like, "Well, you gotta do what you gotta do." So I'm out here. I wasn't mad at it. But in venting on Mrs. Yappalite, I think that's kind of going back to your original question about the podcast. I think that's kind of what prompted it. I was like, dang, there's a bigger conversation to be had here. On multiple levels, like in regards to relationships, in regards to family, in regards to friendship and boundaries, like so many things. And it even highlighted some weak spots that I have on my own, like in not having boundaries. So since Mrs. Yappalite, I've tried to become better with having boundaries and enforcing them. So I don't know. It's just been a lot of learning experiences
I
with
don't
me and
like
my
you
alter
having
ego.
boundaries with me, but I understand. I don't know your therapist
I
told
had to
you
put
that.
a couple up. I
know.
too.
I know.
You know,
But
it's not no hard
I
feelings.
still look at you like that's one of my kids. That's my child. When I tell you to do something, do it.
Yeah.
But then I know, and this is for all the parents out there. Once your child gets a certain age and they're not depending on you as much, they may not answer the phone when you call right away. They might tell you, "Hold on," or
I
they
always
might
call back though.
Girl, sometimes it take you to the next day.
Okay. I got a
Now, I don't
whole
like
fiance now. Excuse me.
Okay,
I'm trying to build a home.
And
Trying to build a home.
until y'all actually like say I do,
You ain't even gonna care then.
you right.
You're not gonna care. But
But I understand.
I understand too how they could be a little off, you know. So that's why I've tried to soft launch boundaries with you. I didn't just jump hard, fast, steady.
But I
into
also
them.
am a firm believer that don't call me and ask me for nothing since you got all these boundaries. If I can't ask you to go pick your sister up or do this or do
My
that.
only thing with that is I'll be gone to Kentucky, and then the first day back is Sky's to-do list.
Them are your kids.
It don't. I get that, but like, hello, how are you? Cook for me. Do something. Like we just coming back.
I like to cook.
I do like to cook, but you could have me a pot roast. I'm not in Kentucky making pot roast. Me and Ryan, it's just us.
Well, tell me that, and you know
You're
I'll
just supposed to
make
know
it.
you the mama.
Oh gosh.
I expect to come back and see a buffet with pot roast, fried chicken, collard greens, cornbread, like macaroni. So you know the last time I done had your baked macaroni?
Spoiled. Girl, I've been going through it in the trenches, and you talking about some baked macaroni? Bitch, I've been in court. Okay?
I've been in court.
No.
I was in court before you. And you could have had me a baked
I didn't call you
macaroni.
bitch. You just made me upset.
You could have had
I've
me a
been
baked
in
macaroni.
court,
after
and
that.
you talking about some baked macaroni.
Absolutely. Priorities. That's what I'm saying. It's a
I've
part
been in
of
court
it.
for multiple things,
You have.
allegedly.
Concurrently. Hey, I had a snow day on my first court day. I was so blessed. Like, God really don't
That
play
is
about
so
me.
ghetto.
And it's all right, though.
But that's a part of the family dynamic. Everything is not going to always be peaches and cream.
it's not always going to become steady.
Everything's
As much
not,
as we try.
Right. It's not going to always go the way that we want it to go.
I feel like for the, let me think, for the position that we've been in, though, we've handled it well. You know, like, things have been coming from left field for years now. You know, like, nothing has come from right field in a while.
Backfield, infield, outfield.
Like, the simulation we've been living in, y'all would never get it. And also, I want to say that, okay, let me go back to my disclaimer. I want to say that we're not doing this disclaimer to bash that man. If you know who we talking about, then you know. If you don't, then don't worry about it. But
That's right.
We're not coming here to focus on him. We're not coming here to bash him. There's nothing but good vibes sent that way, and I pray for him, and that's that on that. This is us sharing our story separately. This is us just being real and offering a platform for us to be real in the same space. That's not necessarily me sitting on TikTok bashing. And I'm sorry for doing all that. I did feel like it was necessary at the time. I don't regret it, but I'm sorry. All right, proceed.
Oh, that's so big of you. And I know you have been trying to talk and all of those things. So,
and I'm working through it. I'm talking to God about it.
Yeah.
The
time will come. It'll come. Y'all will have a conversation. I'm sure. It's okay. It's okay. When you put them big girl panties on and decide to make decisions like that, then you know.
That's how it is, you know.
But I'm proud of you for speaking up for yourself. I'm not saying that I condoned it, you know, or anything like that, because I know a lot of people think that I made you put those videos out there. A lot of YouTubers and people have, like, you know, come back and redid the videos and telling the story and all this, so it kind of went viral. But to be clear, I did not make Skyy do anything. I didn't ask her to do anything.
She told me not to.
I definitely
Explicitly more than once.
Definitely got into it with her about where this would go, but she stood on business, and she wanted to not just protect her family, her siblings, me. I think it was more so her own heart and, you know, how she felt about the situation and her relationship, things that they discussed and talked about. So I'm proud of you for standing up for yourself.
It felt good. That's why I said I don't regret it. Like,
But don't ever in your life feel like you can stand up for yourself like that against me, because we gon' toe to toe.
You better not ever in your life do the stuff that I done seen, baby. I don't think that you're capable, but
Just in case.
Just in case. Because honestly, I don't put nothing past nobody no more. But I think, yeah, that's just, it was really a form of venting for me. It was halfway venting, halfway therapy, and like 2% mental breakdown.
What are you, Gen Z?
Yeah.
Okay, so
what are you?
in my business. That's how y'all kind of like, y'all go to social media for stuff too. Like,
Yeah, I think that's just like, that's natural. And it wasn't like I'm going to social media thinking I'm trying to get views, or I'm going to social media trying to become famous. That's why I'm like, it was never that. I just had something to say. That was a platform for me to say it. I've always used social media as a virtual diary for me. And I don't feel like that social media is a place where you should only share highlight reels. Like, I feel like I'm somebody that's comfortable with showing the highs, the lows, and everything in between on social media, because I'm a transparent person. I'm the same way. How I show up in person and in real life is how I show up on social media. So I'm not ever going to change anything about that radar of how I am, because I'm not changing me. That would be changing who I am, and it never gave that.
So as the oldest daughter, and, you know, dealing with the divorce, and there are a lot of people that deal with divorce and family issues. You got family, you know, on 3 different sides. Being that oldest daughter and being in this situation, what would you tell other families and other people that are going through a divorce, being the oldest sibling, helping your other siblings through this situation? What advice would you give them?
Firstly, I would say, don't do what I did. Take the high road. It's, you know, it's okay to take the high road. People are human, and they are going to let you down, you know? And as sad as it is, and as, you know, heartbreaking as it is, you can't control other people's actions. You can only control your own. And so I think since Mrs. Yappalite, I've been trying to learn how to control my reaction to people's actions instead of meeting their actions with another action to try and provoke them more. You know, like, I think I got into a game of tick for tack for a minute.
Yeah.
But then, like, right after the game ended, my frontal lobe was like, you know, girl, we good. Like, we're not even on that no more. You know, so
I got on it a little bit at one point. Crash out moment.
Yeah, and you crash out and you really back in. So I think that's honestly, know how to reel in your crash outs, you know, and pick your battles, because in divorces, yes, it's between, I think that's something that a lot of people discuss too, is yes, it's between the husband and wife that are parting, but that's families breaking apart. That's units that are coming apart at the seam. That's friendships that'll never be the same. Like, and then of course there's going to be picking sides. Like, there's never been a situation where I'm like, you need to pick a side in all of this that we've had going on. But it happens. It just happens. It's natural selection. And personally, if you pick a certain side, you stay there. You know, like, that's where I'm at with it currently. But I'm still working on myself. So maybe this time next year that won't be my same reaction. But as of right now, stay over there. That's
I feel like that's how we operated though. It was a running joke with my friends that I grew up with. Kelly picks up strays, right?
Yes.
A lot of friends, a lot of people that I love, a lot of people I care about, a lot of people I help. And in dealing with all of this, I can also see how it affects y'all, how it affects the friend groups. And you learn who's there for you through the downtimes.
But also with you picking up strays and like saying that, like, your heart is so big, like it's not a bad thing. But because of that and seeing the pain that has caused you on the back end, that's why I was like, I got to get serious about my boundaries, because if not, by the time I get to my mom's age, I'm going to be stressed the fuck out, because I'm even more sensitive and even more of an empath and even more of a crash out than you, which is crazy. You don't agree? Or are you saying
No, I'm saying that is crazy if you more of a crash out than me.
Exactly.
I think I did good. I only had
You could have crashed out way worse. You could have crashed out way worse. To only have one mugshot? Just one.
Because I could have had 64.
Bro, like,
and counting.
Just one. That's a feat, honestly. So, you know, slow-mo clap, but it's a thing. Good job.
I honestly, like, I own that.
Yeah.
I own that. I
tried to stop her, y'all.
I own
I was blocking the door, I promise. But, you know, it's all alleged anyway, so I don't know if any of that even happened. I think your mugshot could be AI.
Girl, possibly. AI. The whole situation is AI.
Okay, true.
Your Honor, huh?
It's all cap. But I just think, honestly, just handling this how we've handled everything with grace. We've handled everything with such, like, poise, you know? Yeah. And Mrs. Yappalite broke away from that for a second. I think that's okay, because we have emotions.
Right.
this is not nothing I ever expected. I know you didn't expect it, but you know, to be a kid that's in it and to be the oldest kid, I do say thank you to both of y'all though, because when I was in the house, I told y'all, nothing was even going on, but I said, if y'all gonna get a divorce, can you just wait till I'm out the house, wait till I go to college, like let me get my life together.
Does that make a difference?
I think it did. I think it did. I think it did.
For people that are dealing with this and debating, a lot of women stay because of the kids. So I think that's a good
I think
thing.
you tried to use that as at first too, but I was like, that's a crutch. Like, don't do that because of us, because in the end, you're gonna be more broken down and have less to offer us, and we still gonna need you after that. The man, he can go get another hoe to go do that. We still gonna need our mom. So that's why I was.
And all of y'all told me, every single one of y'all told me at different times, it's time to go.
Bump that, you know, like, and it was even some points where I found myself being mad at you, that you were like,
really?
Yeah, that you were like, I'm staying for y'all. Girl, don't stay for me. I ain't never gonna tell you to do that, like, ever. And I get it, that it was more so the younger kids, but I think that even when they got to the point when the youngest two were saying, my let it go, that it was like, all right, now come on.
Yeah.
Because it's different for me to be saying it in my La La Land, Gen Z, 20-year-old college life, you know, but to hear them say that, that's when I was like, okay, we got to get for real, you know, and it's hard.
It is hard. And I feel like people think marriage is the glitz, the glamour, the wedding. You know, I've heard the saying that you doing all these things and then you invite God to the wedding.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's a covenant under God prior to, you know, all of that. And that's what I thought about. It wasn't necessarily just y'all, just the kids.
And that made more sense.
Yeah, because if we wasn't right, y'all wasn't ever gonna be right.
But if the covenant was broken, baby, what you sitting here trying to be the tape for?
I understand, and that's what I had to work through.
You didn't break it, so
and
I think
you did a good
God.
job of helping your siblings through that. And I think that a lot of the comments that I've seen on your page, and a lot of people, it's a lot of kids that want to know how you feel, want to know how your siblings feel, how they're doing, how they're getting through it. Because as adults, we're gonna figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
And I think you did a really good job of responding to people, helping people. Like, it was so many messages I saw.
I still have messages that I haven't even got to and that are still rolling in.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because I had to take the videos down and people still see them. So they're circulating somehow, somewhere, because I'm still getting stuff from people, and they've been down for months now. So I think, I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. TJ, it's funny, but TJ told me when I first started making the videos, because I weighed the options of whether or not to do it because of my siblings too, because I'm like, they're still in school, they gotta go deal with these bad kids that's like on the internet and gonna use that and weaponize it against them. Like,
especially him playing sports.
Exactly. And I had to consider that, but then I was like, in the grand scheme of things, I was like, when they get older, when they get to this point of frontal lobe development that I'm at and can look back and see all of this foolishness, they're gonna agree with me. And even talking to them, they both were like, talking to the youngest two, they both were like, no, go ahead. And TJ was like, I think God said it's all right. Like, I walked in one day, TJ was sitting there praying. This is our godchild. Like,
I'm telling you.
That's our godchild.
Telling you.
I walked into his room this right before he went to school. He was sitting in his room praying. He had a lamp on, some background music, gospel playing in the back, and he had his Bible open, his notebook open. He was sitting there doing his Bible study by himself. So wholesome, so peaceful. And I was like, oh, TJ, like, my bad, I didn't mean to interrupt you. And he was like, what you doing? I was like, I'll just come check on you. He was like, I got something to tell you. It's going to sound crazy. And I was like, okay, what's up? He's like, it's going to sound really wild, but I'm just sitting here talking to God. He's like, and I was praying because I know that your heart is hurting, and I know that you're dealing with this divorce differently than all of us are dealing with it in our own different ways. And so he was like, I was talking to God about it, and I was telling him about these videos and how I didn't know if it was the best option, but I knew that it would make you feel better. He said, and I heard God tell me that it was okay. He was like, that's what you were supposed to be doing. I said, TJ, shut up. He said, I know it sounds crazy, Sky, but I swear to God, like, I heard him. He said it was so clear, and I was sitting here, no distractions. He didn't even have his phone out. He's like, I'm just sitting here with nothing but me and a word, and heard that. And I had literally just got done filming upstairs. Now, mind you, God probably didn't think I was about to be cussing like a sailor, but I did think that the story deserved to be told.
And I think he may have felt, I'm not trying to speak for him, but it's a sense of we tired of being quiet. Yeah. It's a sense of,
I think, because we spent a lot of time trying to protect
image for the family.
Yeah. And but it's like, at some point, when the patriarch of our family ain't caring about the image, why does that trickle down and that we still trying to protect what he is trying to symbolize when that's not who he really is?
But that's been the thing, especially in the African American community. You don't talk about your business. That business does not go outside of the house.
I had some folks saying that too, and I understood.
I told y'all that. We told y'all that.
I definitely understood.
What happened in this house, stay in this house.
Yeah, but nah. Because you didn't keep it in the house.
That's that Gen Z shit.
Sorry. Like, no. Actually, I'm about to tell everybody. Like, actually, I'm about to pull my soapbox out. That's what it gave. Because you, like I said in my video.
That was not a soapbox. That was a damn...
that was the podium.
Body wash.
I have a dream.
Costco box.
It literally was. I did it up. I didn't have to make as many videos as I did.
Girl, 40-something. How many videos did you make when they told you went to court?
It was
40-something videos?
I didn't have to
That's
do all
insane.
That I dragged it. But it needed to be said. It needed to be said.
So now after the fact, and you've got, like I said, other people, other teenagers, other kids, you told them already, you feel like take the high road, but you also are back and stand on business in certain situations.
You have to do what's best for you. I feel like that's something else that I've learned is that these are all not cookie cutter situations. I thought like when y'all first brought to us that a divorce was happening, that it was going to be a cookie cutter situation. Because I've had plenty of friends whose families have broken up and in their heads it was like, oh, we get 2 Christmases now and all of that. Yeah. Like it was kind of like romanticized a little bit. So in every situation, I feel like divorce hits differently, and for us in particular, I never saw it coming. Like we were like
locked in.
Yeah, so I took it to heart more, and I needed to get that out in order to be able to move forward. And I feel like you just keep poking the bear, I'm gonna have something to say.
Do you feel like at some point in the future, maybe some years from now, that everybody could be friends? Do you feel like families that do that? Like I see some families where the exes are hanging together and they new wives and new husbands and everybody all vacationing together and things like that. Do you feel like that's something that the way things have happened with our family that could happen?
You want the Gen Z answer?
Yeah, I want the Gen Z answer, and I want the Sky frontal lobe developed answer.
Okay, so that's 2 separate answers. The Gen Z answer is no, hard no, because once certain lines have been crossed and things have been said, and I don't coming back from that. But that's because I move with a hot sword, because I just don't have time for that. Like I'm not nobody. We're not gonna keep having discourse about the same stuff. We're not gonna beat the dead horse. And you know how to act. You know right from wrong. So I'm not about to sit here.
I think it's the lies. It's the lies.
It's the lies. It's the lies. And
okay, now what's the
Fly Sky answer? Not the Mrs. Yappalite. The Fly Sky answer is yes, of course. Healing and restoration is always possible through Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. But I'm good. I'm good.
You not good.
I am.
You good. I feel like you good, but you not good.
Yeah. I miss my dad.
Yeah, and you miss your family.
But I'm good. Like if it's how it looks right now, I'm good.
Yeah.
But
I'm saying if there was some change.
Yeah. If Jesus come on down here and be like, let me whip this up real quick and put it back right, then we can proceed. But I don't.
See everybody out hanging hunky dory. New girlfriend.
I honestly
and all.
feel like that's what I was just about to say. I feel like if things would have been done differently, we could have been there already.
Yeah.
But I think for whatever reason, people felt like they had to move sneakily, and I don't know. Like they got.
Because they grown. They can do what they want to do.
They did. I guess, child.
Grown.
Me personally, I wouldn't have went about all of this like that, and things could have been way.
It's just not what you were taught.
Exactly. So
practice what you preach type.
Yeah. So it was almost like I've had people tell me, "Do as I say, not as I do."
Yeah.
It was like.
It was that.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Yeah. So there we go.
So moving forward as a family, business wise, what you got on the table? I know I got a lot of things on the table, a lot of things to discuss, but what do you have on the table moving forward business wise, and us just moving more into a positive light with what we got going on? Just kind of teaching people how to transition out of, rough situations.
Yeah. I think firstly for me, I'm just trying to get back on my grind, like building my brand up, separating my brand from the mess, because I integrated them for a second. I didn't mean to do that. So just making sure that Fly Sky itself is still standing, doing good, and that I just keep building up the dreams that I have. Honestly, I have.
How is that transition going though? Like
it's going good. I think that's why I had to move.
Doing all of that. Yeah,
that's why I had to move in order to get back on that straight and narrow path. Like if I would have just stayed here and was like, I'm trying to build a business, nothing. So I needed to separate myself for a second and honestly take some downtime like away from it, to just like recalibrate my brain and resets and like sit and be with myself, sit and be with my emotions without it being something every single day that I'm having to listen to. Like, that's why even sometimes when y'all call with foolishness, I'm like, not today. I had a good day today. Like, I'm just got done journaling, just got done listening to my meditation music, went on the backyard and did some yoga. Like, I don't have time for that, you know? So it's just boundaries.
You don't have time for it, and you said boundaries, but
I'm nosy too at the same time.
I was just about to say, we all sit and gossip about.
I'm nosy.
Since this whole thing really has been around, like cheating, breaking a family up, and people, you know, dealing with that or whatever.
Yeah.
Which it happens, it does, whatever. But baby, when this situation came out with Clay and Meg,
bro,
everybody was talking about it.
When
you hear about Halle Berry, Beyonce, any of the other people being cheated on.
I be feeling bad for my fiance Ryan, because I'm just like,
all the baddies
not giving you a
getting
bad
cheated
rep.
on.
The species of man as a whole,
But we want to talk about it.
They need to come together and just have a come to Jesus moment, because right now is not going good, and the women are doing really well. Like, talking about the soft life era stuff and all of that. Like, I think women are really
because we're tired of the family.
And if you look at the statistics, honestly, women are having children later in life. They're getting married later. Like, and when they do have second marriages, because most marriages are ending in divorce right now. But it's like you said, it's because people are not taking the necessary steps to build it how it's supposed to be built. But that's all trickle down effects. We figuring it out, and women with taste and style and grace are coming back in style. So now everybody kind of scrambling.
Yeah,
because it's like, whoa, what's happening here?
The 90s fine women.
Yeah, we having a moment. And it's so funny because a long time ago, you and Chastity told me that. I don't even know if you remember, we were sitting in the hair salon.
Shout out to Chastity Skyy, my business partner. Hey,
like, literally. So y'all told me, don't change. Good women are gonna come back in style.
Yeah, for sure.
I was probably like 11 or 12, so I'm looking at y'all like, okay, sure, you know, because at that time it was like the surgence of the BBL baddies and the getting naked for the likes and views and all of that. Like, it was a lot of that happening, and it was like, no,
like, you don't. I'm not dogging anybody that does that, but you don't have to do those things.
No,
yeah,
for sure. Yeah, you don't have to though, and I think that's what it was. Because I honestly, like, the girls that I was going to school with, a lot of them felt like that was necessary to get to where they wanted to be. Or if I want to have this certain lifestyle that looks like this is what I have to do to attain that.
Right.
I'm gonna just take the longer route. I'm gonna go all around that, and it's okay. It's a long route, but it's rewarding. And I think that.
And I think those women.
I'm still at the beginning of it, so don't sound like I'm not trying to say I got to figure it out.
It's about to be 24. But the women that do take that route, it's because they understand certain things.
Yeah, for sure.
They understand why things
built different.
Yeah, they understand why things happen.
Yeah, I'm just not built like that. Like, that's why I say it's not me bashing.
I know you're not, because I try to talk to you and explain to you, well, Sky, I think this happened because
I'm not built like that. Yeah.
Like, I understand, you know, when men get tired of women, been around them too long, got married too young. That was something that surprised
me a lot, is that you empathize. Like,
I do empathize.
While all these things were happening to you, you were still able to say, you know, we did get married young. We did have a lot of responsibility.
It doesn't excuse the behavior, I understand it.
Exactly.
Being 21 with millions of dollars and being 40 with millions of dollars, you didn't really get to experience that, you know, being outside thing.
And y'all had 3 kids already at 20? At my age, y'all had 3 kids.
At 24 already, so it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm, again, not excusing it, but I think a lot of people, when they hit that midlife crisis state, men and women, it's like you want to move a little bit different. Yeah. You want to learn things a different way. You want to do things on your own. You want to. That whole married family life might not be the deal then if you did it really young. So I totally understand, but there are ways to go about things.
Yeah, so. And I also feel like that isn't the case for everybody. Like, that's something I had to learn. Like, there are still healthy marriages out there. They exist, but that doesn't mean that it didn't come with having to go through stuff. But me personally, my go through stuff is not going to consist of you cheating on me.
How you know?
It ain't. I'm telling you right now, it's not. You have it on camera now. I've told you already before, but yeah, it's not. It's not.
Okay.
It didn't. Was it for you? That was a part of you going through stuff? You was ready to work through that?
I think
if he would have, knowing everything you did now, if he would have changed then and was
when I first found out, I literally went to God like, okay, this is a part of the for better or for worse, because I had never dealt with it. So do I try? And I gave it a year.
I got something to say. Can I say it?
I gave it a year.
You can tell them cut it out after if you don't like it.
Go ahead.
But you had told me before he ever got caught up that he had one time to cheat and that you would give him a pass.
I did.
You did
I did
say that.
years
So
ago.
long ago.
Years ago.
It was a long time ago. This not.
But he wasn't gonna know it was a pass.
No,
I
he
just
never
that
knew
I was
about it.
gonna-
But in your head, you had that.
I had it in my head that after being together for so long, one time I could probably get past that if he did what he was supposed to do. Did I know that one time was gonna consist of
Everything that it did? No.
no,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But I still was like, okay, let me see what can happen. But that's just
If
not.
you got married again, would your tolerance level be the same? How would that work?
Oh, I'm not dealing with it.
Okay.
No, I'm not dealing with it.
You think that I should?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
okay.
I don't.
Okay,
I don't
just
think
checking.
anybody should.
Just checking.
I don't think it should be any passes. I don't think, and people live their life how they want to. You know, whatever. We got a whole like swinger society, and people do whatever it is they want to do, and people give people passes and do. I'm not doing that no more.
Yeah,
First signs out of here
that's all I'm
because
saying.
I know who I am.
Exactly.
I know what I represent. I know what I deserve, and I got y'all girls watching me. Like, no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Hey, I think we said enough today. I don't know. That was a good round out. That was a good round out.
What was the title? Probably should have.
Probably, dang.
Girl,
Probably should have planned this, but here we are.
here we are.
Yeah, well, here we are.
It's good talking to you
It's
in
good
this
talking to you
space.
too. We hit a flow state, girl. Like
We
they
did.
not ready. They not ready.
No,
And-
a flow state would have been if we. Never mind.
Yeah, this was okay. This was an introductory flow state, but
Okay.
things are going good. You know, I think the premise here is that we just wanted to come say hi, tap in, make sure we was on the same page, and I think after this episode we can just go, you know, actually write something down. But I think it's fun because we have the creative control over this. Like, I know you've been doing the reality show, and so like if it's sometimes that I'm in Kentucky and you want to bring the girls on here and have girl talk, because it might be people that are closer to your age and have more
Right.
relativity to the experiences
Oh,
that you've
we're
had.
gonna get into
Yeah,
the gritty.
there's some things to get into. I've heard that there are some things to get into with the drama queens of
the
Charlotte.
files, the confidential files. Shout out Jayla.
Shout out Jayla. Jayla ate this. Like, exactly, y'all. We came in here with no title. This was a whole freestyle. She had it set up. We ready. We ready.
Because we got things to say.
Things to say, people to see, places to be. And speaking of, I got a flight to catch to get back to my man. So that's all I got for today.
I love you.
We ate that. Give me a high five. I love you too.